Yeah, I got the heat on.
Alaska, man. Whew.
Oh, you can turn it off if you want.
Just turn it down a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cause I've been like moving around today. I'm like,
Or you can just turn it off. It don't matter to me. Oh, you see the walls?
yeah, it looks nice. It's very nice. I love the WWE and Bane.
Yeah, Batman's in there too. Bane and Batman together.
Yeah.
Bane's my favorite hero.
I love, well, villain.
Yeah, villain.
I do like Bane. Bane's pretty cool. He
I
gives off wrestler vibes.
Yeah, he kind of does.
He gives off a wrestler vibe.
He kind of does. And he has like the mask and stuff.
Mhm.
And how the outfit he wears. The only one I want to get next is I want to get Tim Turner. But I don't have a picture of him yet.
See if I can find you one.
And then I got that. That's Kurt Angle. I'm not a big fan of Kurt Angle, but it's an autograph. I met him here in Pittsburgh.
Nice.
He was at the GNC Bank on Wood Street downtown. See, this is where I got my stuff. These were actually calendars. It was for Batman and then my wrestling.
I mean, hey, whatever works, right?
Yeah, I got other wrestlers in here, but I really don't care about these ones.
I used to take apart
Magazines?
magazines.
Yeah, I used to do that too.
And calendars and
Yep,
stuff.
that's what I used to do. I'm trying to find something real quick, but I can still talk to you.
Okay. I'm just gonna make sure my computer is good to go before we.
Because I'm trying to get something so I can show you, then also I have to show Aubrey if I can find it. But I don't know if I can find it. A lot of people are fans.
Yeah, you got a lot of stuff there.
Yeah. This is all my court papers. Well, mine is the stuff on top, but this is all the kids' court papers. Alright. That might be one. Let me get that over there.
I turned my heat on last night and now my lips are chapped.
Oh, I woke up shivering. I had to turn my heat on. I went to bed with no heat on. I had my blanket on. I mean, I got these two blankets and I was still cold, so I had to turn the heat on. I think it's because the windows are different. They're not like actual windows.
Yeah, what we can do is, you know, once we start getting you some money, like the house that I grew up in was very old, and our windows were really shitty. So what we would have to do is we would have to
Put plastic?
seal it with a hair dryer and things like that. I have a hair dryer you can use, but you know, come winter time, it'll probably be nice to do that, especially if like you plan on just staying in this room, you know.
Yeah, I mean, we could do
windows.
it there too. I mean, we don't gotta do all the windows.
Yeah.
Just like right here. I
It's
mean,
not hard. Have you done it before?
no, my ex did it.
See, I've done it. It's not that hard.
He did it, not me. Alright.
What's going on?
I have to be upfront with you about
My
something.
computer opens. Okay.
I don't know what Aubrey told you on the phone, but
She didn't really tell me much, honestly. She just was just saying like how your mood's been and things like that.
yeah, I've been really hurt and angry and upset, and I don't know how to deal with it. I plead and begged Al yesterday on YouTube to be my friend again, and he hates me. He called me a crazy old woman, and he don't like me, he hates me, and he doesn't want to know nothing about me. And I don't know. I unfriended Beast Pro. I deleted him.
Okay.
I did it last night
Why?
after I got done talking to Al.
Why did you delete Beast Pro?
Because I thought Beast Pro was helping me, but at the whole time he was manipulating me. He was more playing me with Al, and then he was playing Al towards me. But I never told Al until yesterday because I was scared to lose him, and since he's not my friend anymore, I don't have to be afraid of losing him because he's already gone. So I was upfront. I called his phone, his cell phone, and I left him a message. Well, actually, I didn't leave a message. The Google did, because it was I had to translate in Spanish. I called 3 times, left 3 messages because I can't translate everything all at once into a voicemail because the voicemail don't last long. And then I apologized for calling him, but I told him it's time for him to know the truth.
So what'd you say?
I told him everything that. Well, I didn't get in all in the details because I can't leave anything on the voicemail. I was gonna do it if he answered the phone, but he didn't answer the phone. But I told him that the stuff that B Pro told me about how I had feelings for him, he was more pushing me into getting me to like him, how to like him. He wanted me to go after Al's feelings, and I wouldn't do that
Yeah.
because I wanted Al to like me the way he would, if he would like me that type of way, or even just a friend way. I wanted Al to like me as a friend way, or maybe something more. Okay, like a girlfriend way. But I wanted him to do it on his own without me trying to convince him or try to, I don't know, fool him to do something because it's not right. So I didn't take Beast Pro's advice.
Yeah.
I didn't do it.
Looking back on it now, do you think that Beast Pro wanted you to get Al to like you? Or do you think that Beast Pro was just playing along in the game of kind of just like messing with you?
I thought in the beginning, I thought Beast Pro was trying to help me get Al to like me because he was giving me advices how to do things, but I didn't do it. I liked it Al for me. I liked it Al for the things that he did
What
with
do you
me.
think now?
Now, I think Beast Pro set me up against Al to get Al not to be my friend anymore. He got me to open up on some stuff. I'm not gonna get into details,
Yeah, you don't have to.
but he got me to confess to some stuff that I told him in confidence, and he kept pushing the issue about this one thing, and I promised Al I would never say anything to no one. But I told B for like 6 times that I wouldn't say anything because I wanted to keep my promise. But he just kept pushing the issue. He's like, come on, Glizzy, just tell me. I won't tell Al. It's between me and you. I'll keep your word. I promise. It won't go any further. And he's like, I don't trust you because when I was so excited to tell you about the tattoo thing, you went and told him on me. And now it's like I don't trust him.
Mhm.
And he even texted me on my PlayStation last night, Beast Pro. Okay, this is way before Al reached out to me on YouTube. Okay, he texted me all this bullshit. It was all a lie. This was after he already talked to Al, and I didn't even know he was talking to Al until Al reached out to me on YouTube. Beast Pro is playing me and he's playing Al, and Al don't see it. And I've always been upfront with him.
How is he playing Al?
Because he told Al some lies that I didn't say. But there's some things I did say. But there's some stuff I didn't say, and Beast Pro lied on me. And he told Beast Pro told Al that I was the one constantly asking things about him. No, that's not true. Okay, when I asked Beast Pro things about him, because I wanted to get to know Beast Pro as a friend. I asked questions about him. Things that I couldn't ask Al. So I didn't ask Al because I knew I couldn't. So I was asking Beast Pro about him. And every time I mentioned him about something about Beast Pro, he would tell me about him and then he would tell me about Al. He would tell me everything about Al. I didn't ask for that stuff.
Yeah.
He just gave it to me. And that's how I knew things. And then when Al was telling me something different, I didn't want to believe that he was lying to me. I didn't. And I didn't consider that he was lying to me. I just overlooked it. I wanted to see the good in Al. Because I knew he was better. I mean, yes, he might have told me some lies. He might have did it to be funny, or he might have did it not intentionally. I don't know. I don't know what Al thinks. But what I'm just saying is, Beast Pro set me up. He was jealous because Al was spending more time with me than him.
What
And
makes you think that?
because Beast Pro told me in the party shack. He's like, every time I want to play with Al, he's always with you. He's constantly playing with you. He's always in the party chat with you. He's always on wrestling. He won't play GTA with me. He won't do that. He won't play baseball with me. It's like you must be doing something right that you got Al's full attention and he stopped playing with me. Beast Bro was jealous because Al was giving me all the attention, playing with me and doing things with me, and Al didn't. Beast Bro didn't like it, and Beast Bro told me in the party chat
Do
that
you think
day.
that that was the truth?
That was true. I heard it in him. He was pissed off about it. His best friend was spending more time with me than him, and he's mad. Beast Bro told me. He was honest with me about it.
It sounds like to
He swore on
me.
his kids,
Sounds like
so
to
I
me
know he
this
wasn't lying.
whole like relationship between you three. It seems like them two have kind of, in their own way, kind of worked together to mess with you and kind of bully you. It just sounds like.
I don't want to see it in Al, but I see it in a Beast Bro.
Why don't you see it now?
Cause
You need to.
Beast,
You really need to, because
Al has lied to me. I know he has. He's told me lies. I know it. I'm not stupid.
yeah.
I went along with them because he was my friend. Okay, I know what things that he has told me, like anything, that pretty much that he has told me, it was some honesty, I'm pretty sure it was. You know, I honestly believe he probably was trying to be open up with me a little bit. Okay, at some times. But many times, I know he was lying to me. I didn't care. I didn't care that he lied to me. I just wanted him to be honest. I just kept going along with it because I thought maybe one day he'll get to know me more and he'll trust me enough to tell me things about him and wouldn't lie to me. He wouldn't have to sit there and tell me things that wasn't true. I wasn't angry with him. I wasn't mad. I wasn't even upset. I wasn't even disappointed. I was just like shocked that he didn't trust me enough to tell me things.
But it's important to know that those actions of not getting upset, not doing that, and just waiting for them to be honest does not, that doesn't necessarily always work. I mean, this is a prime example of that. Because
I know, and
people who lie, people who do it to people who care about them, it's like almost an addiction. They just don't know how to not lie and not to how to live their lives that way. And until someone can call them out on it
mm,
and make them feel uncomfortable, it's going to keep continuing and it's going to keep happening. So, it's kind of like, people who, like a little kid, you know what I mean, who lies and steals, and their parents say, why did you do that? You hurt me, and that's the only way a kid knows. Like, you can't just say, like, you did something wrong, I'm mad at you, because they don't learn anything. Like, you have to sit and talk to them and say, why did you do that? This is why this is bad. This is why you can't do that, because, they don't learn otherwise.
yeah.
And, it's the same way with other people. Um,
But I mean, I don't mean to cut you off,
no, it's okay.
but I mean, I'm not saying everything that Al has told me is lies.
No.
Cause he's joked around. It's cool to joke around about some stuff. I like that about him. He's a funny person. I like that about him. You know, and everything that he did with me, I really did enjoy being with him, doing all
Yeah,
that stuff with
of
him
course.
as a friend. Everything that he sent me, I liked it. I never didn't not like one thing that he has sent me. I've always liked everything. Okay, I was getting into new stuff. A new culture, new things, and I liked it. I was enjoying that stuff about him. I might have not known him and know things really about him, but he was giving me some stuff that he was getting into, and I got into it. I liked it, and I miss that he don't do that stuff with me anymore.
Yeah.
He don't do that stuff anymore.
Let me break that down a little bit. So, you were saying there's nothing wrong with having a friend that you spent a lot of time with, enjoyed a lot of time with, and then all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, but after time, things change and your relationship changes. and you don't become as close with them anymore, and it turns into arguments, and you just kind of in a sense break up. That's a very common thing to happen, but what's really important, and this is where I think you have kind of lost the importance of this, is having not all of your eggs in that one basket. Having a life outside of the relationship with that person. Because stuff like this is going to happen through your whole life. Like, I've lost friends in my life. I've lost family members in my life. And what has really brought me out of it and has made me understand that everything's going to be okay is that I have a solid foundation outside of those friendships and relationships that I can say, all right, I can be fine without them. I can do fine without them. And that's what's really important whenever, you're looking at yourself as a person is you really want to get some sort of emotional independence for yourself, because there's going to be people who come in and out of your life. I mean, with your family and things like that, you need to be able to have some strong feet. And I think that, when it comes to you saying, he opened me up to a lot of things, and he, got you involved in a lot of different cultural differences and things like that, and that's great, that he introduced you to that type of stuff. Um, and it made you feel good, right? 'Cause you started doing different things, you started listening to
Yeah.
different things. You can do that with yourself and not have to,
But it was
be attached to someone while doing it. And that's what I want you to
it was
really.
it was like special to me.
I know it is special, and I think why um you are so attached to him is because of that. It's because he introduced you to a new kind of life and a new kind of way without you really even having to do anything with it. You were able to sit in your home, talk to him on PlayStation, and kind of live a different type of life and like experience new things and experience new stuff without having to leave your house, without having to, make yourself feel uncomfortable, without having to go out and meet new people. You were able to, kind of, in a sense, like we were talking last time, get your life back to where you want it to be, kind of experience new things and do different stuff without really having to like face the insecurities of really doing it. It's like you lived a whole different life without having to really put yourself out there. You know?
Because even when I was having a hard time dealing with the situation that was going on with my ex, when I was still friends with Al, he was more like when I was having a shitty fucking day, and I never told anyone. I didn't even tell Al. But when I was having a shitty day, but when I saw Al come online, and then says he's online, and we go play together, I forgot about everything. Everything that was all my bad days that was going on with me, he, I was happy. I was enjoying myself. I was being me again
But it's important to know that
when Al was doing it, and that's why I think I'm so attached to him, and I think that's why I have these strong feelings for him, because he was. I mean, it's kind of odd to say because I don't know him in real life, but it's like he was making me be a better person than I was.
no, I understand.
I didn't like the way I was, the way I was, and Al
Elizabeth,
was making me be different.
it's important to understand that there's a lot of good things that came out of the relationship with you and Al. There is. There's a lot of good things that came out of it, but it's also important to know that a lot of bad stuff came out of it too. You know, um,
I know. Don't get into it. I don't want to get into that stuff.
and that's okay. We can, there was a lot of bad things that came out of it, and you know what they are. We don't have to discuss it. Um,
I just don't. I don't know.
what's important about this is everything needs to be a learning experience. And everyone makes mistakes and everyone goes through shit like this, and we're always going to go through shit like this for the rest of our lives. But what's important about it is whenever you come out of it, you think to yourself, okay, what did I learn? And how can I not let this happen again?
Everything that he's done, and even now what he's done to me, he blocked me and deleted me, and what he said to me on YouTube. Okay, everything is still on there. Everybody's probably watching it. They're probably reading it. I don't care. I don't care what people think about me. I don't. The only person I cared about was what he thought. You know, because he was my best friend. That's the only thing I cared about. Like I told him, I even said it to him. I said, you may not have cared about me, but I cared about you a lot. You know, and I told him, you know, I wanted him to know that. I didn't care if he didn't feel the same way I felt. And I'm not talking about it as a boyfriend and girlfriend way. I'm talking about just friends way. If he didn't feel the same way I thought about him, I felt about him, then, you know, I didn't care. You know, I just wanted him. Now, without him being here, I don't have nobody because I was the only thing I really had that was good in my life.
Okay, and that right there is a problem. And
I
Elizabeth,
mean, I got other friends, but I don't care about them.
Elizabeth,
I'm more mad at Beast Bro, and I'm mad at myself because I know I shouldn't have said some of the stuff to Beast Bro that I said,
Elizabeth.
and I shouldn't, and I did anyway.
The only
I did
thing,
it out of anger.
Elizabeth,
He
listen.
pissed me off.
Elizabeth, listen. And I've said this a million times to you. You should never be upset about your feelings because your feelings mean something and they're there for a reason. You felt that way. And I'm proud of you for saying the things that you said to Beast Bro, and I'm proud of you for saying the things that you said to Al because for the first time, you actually stuck up for yourself. Because you've let these people roll over you for a very long time. I know you think
No,
I know that you think that you saying those things is wrong, but it's not.
I don't think Al that way. I
know
don't
you
see
don't
him that
think
way.
it, Elizabeth, but
I don't believe that
Al,
Al really tried to hurt me. I don't, and I strongly do believe that. And I don't care what anyone tells me.
okay. Then
I don't believe that he was trying to intentionally hurt me. I mean, yeah, he might, like I told Beast Bro, okay? I said it, and I did say it. Al is like a mystery man, okay? That's what he is to me, okay? I don't know shit about him, but I would like to know about him as a friend way. But he thinks I want to know about him because a girlfriend way. No, okay? I told him, I guess I have feelings for him, okay? But you know what? It's not my fault too, because you know Al kind of played the role with me kind of liking him. Okay,
why do you think he did that?
I don't know. He asked me if I had a boyfriend. No random dude is just gonna ask you if you have a boyfriend. Just wanted to know.
Elizabeth,
He has some type of attention of that.
Beast Pro and Al, and I've even Elise has even told me about it, and we have had conversations about it. That these two are have been playing you. It's like they remind me of bullies in high school
I don't think Al
who
would.
like get in your head and who get in your head and find ways to either make fun of you or laugh behind your back. I mean, even think about it. The whole time that they were, if we think back to when Al originally blocked you or Al originally wasn't going to talk to you like months ago. Beast Pro and Al were still playing with each other while you were talking with Al. Or you were talking with Beast Pro. Like, they were still playing with each other, still talking to each other. They're really good friends. They're best friends. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Elizabeth. I mean, when I was in high school, I've seen a lot of people who would like fake conversations with someone just to try to get information. Or say, oh, well, tell her, I mean, you see it in movies all the time. Like, they tell the girl, oh, do you want to go to prom with me? I'm really interested in going to the dance with you. Meet me here at like 5 o'clock. And then, no show and doesn't set up.
Yeah, I know.
That's what this seems a lot like to me. It seems like someone who's just trying to say, oh, it'll be fun to mess with Elizabeth today. Or it'll be fun to play with her head today. Because a lot of this stuff is just brain games. It's like it's back and forth and back and forth, and then,
I would say with Beast Pro, yes, I believe in that. Because honestly, now I see the truth. Okay, because I told Beast Pro some things that I thought it would be good that maybe I showed Beast, that I would show Al. I thought maybe she would like it, as a friend way. Not no boyfriend and girlfriend
like
way.
what?
I wanted to get a, okay. And this is the only person I told. Beastfoot was the only one I told. I never told no one else. And this is how I knew he was lying to me because Al came to me. Al was not supposed to know because it was going to be a surprise. It was going to be my surprise to Al. But Beastfoot ruined it. But I told Beastfoot that I was thinking about getting a heart. Okay, with Al Kutaracha's name.
Where?
I wanted to get a heart on my chest with Al Kutaracha's name on it.
Now let's break that down a little bit. Okay? What do you think that means?
What?
Someone's name with a heart on it tattooed on your chest.
That I cared about him. He was my friend.
No, not that friend. That does not mean that that's someone's friend.
Because I liked him.
Because you love him. What does a heart mean? A heart means love.
Love. Yes, love.
Okay. Elizabeth, that's over a friendship boundary times 5,000. That's like over a tattoo on your body for the rest of your life.
But it wasn't his real name. I knew his real name. I
It
wasn't going to
doesn't
put it on
matter.
her.
That's still him.
It's a
It
PS4 name.
signifies him. It signifies him.
But I didn't get it done, so it doesn't matter.
I know it doesn't matter, but what I'm saying, Elizabeth, is that they are both playing you. I believe, and if you don't want to believe this, it's okay. But from my experience of dealing with people like this, and dealing with, I've had clients who resemble a lot of Al to me, and just how they manipulate people, and how they get in people's heads. These two people were using each other for information to try to have entertainment. I mean, this seems like, and I've talked to Elise about it too before I even met you, and listening to a little bit about this story. And one of the things that she said to me was that she thinks that a lot of this is just for their entertainment. That they feel that this is just them getting a rise and are bored and are, being just mean people. Just being bullies. And a lot of the times when I hear some of the things that you say, and I know sometimes we get into not arguments, but a little bit of a heated discussion because I think so strongly about how I feel about these people because I'm from the outside looking in on how they hurt you and how they're negatively influencing your life. And I have not heard other than them, having you learn Spanish, which is a good skill to have. I think that's really great. Um, Getting you into wrestling, teaching you how to do the games, new music, maybe involving yourself in, some faith. I know you were doing some like religious work with, in like Spanish.
Yeah,
Other than those things, I really don't know how much these
yeah,
people
it's
have.
like it was a church thing. I forget what it's called because it's on my main account.
Yeah.
On my
I
main
really
Facebook.
don't know how these people have made your life better. Other than just having someone there to be there whenever you're lonely.
That's not that's not how Al was for me. I didn't see Al because I was lonely. Al was always my friend. Even when I had my ex-boyfriend, he was still my friend. I treated him the same way. But I wanted to. I got more emotionally attached to Al as time went on.
Yeah.
Okay, but I mean, I even liked Al when I was still with my ex. I was starting to feelings with him. I was starting to have the feelings for Al even when I was with my ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
But I never said anything. I kept it a secret. But I thought if I came out up front with it and told him how I felt about him, you know, maybe that would help me out, and then maybe see where Al was going to be at with that, where he wanted to be at with that. But he kept lying to say that he had a girlfriend, but then Bistro tells me he never had a girlfriend. He just only had girls that he slept with. Okay, and that's what my problem was. That I don't know who was telling me the truth. I'm not saying Al was lying. Okay, yes, Al may have not lied to me, and he may have not told me the truth, but I get it. I'm not nowhere near him. I don't live by him. I don't hang out with him every day in real life. I don't know his real life shit. I don't know nothing about him in real life.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
I would like to know.
what do you think that is though?
I even was willing to come down to Puerto Rico to get to know them. I told Beast. He told me I should come down and hang out with them and get to know them. That's why I wanted to do that stuff, and that's why I went and came out forth and asked Al. Because Beast Bro told me to ask Al if I can go meet him in real life. To go hang out and get to know them as friends. Me, Beast Bro, and Al hang out together. But see, Beast Bro didn't tell Al Fitzgerald that. He didn't tell him nothing. I'm pretty sure he didn't. He blamed it all on me. That's what I mean by how he's playing me and Al. He tells me to do things with Al, and then he tells Al totally different things what I say. And some of the things, there's one major thing that I made a promise to Al. I would never told no one. I said it because Beast Pro would not stop bugging me about it, and I was pissed off and I was angry with Al, and I wanted to get back at him. Okay, I wanted to get back at him like how they be doing me, like how when he gets mad at me, he blocks me. I will never block Al. I will never. But I wanted to get back at him. I wanted Al to get hurt the way he hurted me. So I told the personal thing that I promised and I swore that I would never tell. I did it because I wanted to get back at him. I wanted to see how it felt hurting me by lying to me all the time, how it feels. I didn't want it to tell no one. I didn't want to tell Beast Bro. But Beast Bro would not stop bugging me. And I was all fucked up in the head because of him. I was crying when I was talking to Beast Bro the whole time. And I just wanted to get out. I wanted him to see it wasn't cool for what he did to me. And now I regret for telling Beast Bro. I did it in anger. I wanted to get back at him.
Elizabeth, I don't think that you did do it in anger, and that is right. But in that moment,
If
Elizabeth,
I was not mad at Al
I
and
want
he
you to
didn't do what he
understand.
did
No,
to me,
yes,
I wouldn't did it. I would
Elizabeth,
never told him. I would never said anything to Beast Bro about it.
I want you to understand what happens whenever people are in their most vulnerable situation. Okay? I want you to understand what happens to yourself whenever you are at a breaking point and whenever you are sad. Part of you opens up and truth comes out.
And Beast Bro was buttercoating me.
Listen to me.
He was buttercoating
Listen.
me.
Truth comes out. Honesty comes out. The real thing comes out whenever you are in those moments. And yeah, you said it out of anger, Elizabeth, but those emotions you felt were real. The way that he made you felt was real. Did you act out of line a little bit? Yeah. You probably shouldn't have done that. But at the end of the day, you had so much anger and frustration and hurt built up that you kept inside and have not expressed because you couldn't, because he's manipulative and wouldn't have talked to you afterwards and would have made you feel like crap for expressing how you felt. So then you had to go to someone else to talk about him. You had to express how you felt
No,
to
actually,
another person
no,
instead of to him.
I didn't bring up Al. I didn't. When I joined that party, when I invited Beast Bro to that party, I did not bring up Al. He did. He said, "Hey, Glizzy, is Al on?" I'm like, "I don't know." I said, "I don't know." I said, "He's on your friend list, so what? You can't tell?" I didn't tell Al. I didn't want Beast Bro to know Al deleted me. I didn't want to say nothing. And he's like, "So what? You're not. What time you usually cry is when Al makes you cry." He's like, "So what happened between you and Al?" He was acting. He was acting all concerned. He was trying to get me to confess things I didn't want to, and I did it because I was upset. I was angry. I was crying. I was hurt, and Al really did hurt me,
Yes, you did.
and he still does.
Yes, he does.
And I keep begging him, and
Stop. You need to stop, Elizabeth.
I keep asking for his forgiveness, but
Why
he
are
won't
you
accept
asking?
it.
Why are you asking him for forgiveness? He doesn't
Because
deserve
what
it.
I did wrong. I should never told him.
Okay, but what about him? When is he gonna ask you for forgiveness? Never. He's never gonna ask you for forgiveness because he doesn't care.
Al did lie to me. He apologized for lying to me about something, and
Okay.
it's what I told
Did he
Al.
apologize for making you feel like this? For making you feel bad about yourself? For making you sad and upset? No. Because he doesn't care about his actions. He doesn't. Stop apologizing to people who don't deserve it.
I wouldn't do it for no one else. I only do it for Al.
I know, but that's a problem, Elizabeth.
I don't care. Like Beastro, I didn't have no two thoughts when I deleted him last night. After Al left my YouTube channel, I deleted Beastro immediately. I didn't give a fuck. And I don't care. I will never forgive Beastro. I will never. I will hate Beastro.
But you won't hate Al.
Because he got out hating me now. And it's all because Beastro told me things about Al and tried to get him to like me. And it's all my fault now, but now he hates me. And it's hurting me and I don't know how to deal with
Elizabeth.
it. And I really did care about Al as a friend. And I did have feelings for him, but I was really hurt by it.
Yeah.
And Al Beastro played me. He told me things to do things with Al, and I did it because I wanted Al to be with me. And he played me, and he set me up. And now he got my only friend not be friends with me anymore. And I'm hurt. And I don't know how to deal with it. And I'm having all these fucked up thoughts in my head, and I don't know how to control it. All I do is lay in my bed and cry. I barely play my game anymore. I stay live on YouTube just so Al will come on there. Maybe he'll talk to me.
Are you feeling like you're not stable?
No, I'm stable. I'm not gonna hurt myself.
Know, Elizabeth, that if there is a moment where you don't feel stable, we can get you to get some help. And I want you to be.
Al meant everything to me.
And
as a friend and everything else.
Elizabeth, it is very normal for you to feel this way. But what you said right there, that Al was everything to you.
He was.
He was everything to you. Like I said, we need.
For 5 years, he was my best friend.
We need to.
And I trusted him with everything. Even he lied.
That's okay. Now, let's try to break this down a little bit. I know we've had a lot of these conversations before about other things on how we could do things differently. And I want you to try to separate yourself a little bit from the emotions. Calm down. Just breathe in and out a little bit, okay? Everything's going to be okay.
No, it's not.
Yes, it will, Elizabeth. Everything will be okay.
No, because Bingo got what he wanted. And Al's not even mad at him. Not once. He's just mad at him for everything
You know
that he
why,
did.
Elizabeth?
Because they're best friends.
Because they're best
and they
friends.
probably played me. I don't
And
care.
Exactly.
I didn't do nothing wrong.
I know you didn't do
Every
anything
time I
wrong.
tried to be honest